Damn these Biloxi blues, it happens every night. And I ain't never met a riverboat dealer that could ever be a friend of mine.
I have not.
The summer heat never treats me kind, it leaves trouble on my mind. So I'm bidding farewell, putting in my notice, and I'll see you at another time.
Say,
This highway does not know my name, and I don't care.
no, I don't care.
Headed my way for another place, and I got 3 good tires and a
Right.
spare.
To the hook.
Just a white line gypsy getting out of Mississippi with just enough gas to get there.
Low budget live, not so live from the Low Budget Live Bar and Grill here in beautiful, sunny, southern Tennessee today. And this is the podcast for all you low lifers out there for Monday, March the 8th, 2021. And if you were confused by that statement, you just happened upon this on YouTube, or you just happened upon this on the iTunes, or a friend sent you a link, and now you're here and you're like, what? Hey, wait a second. Low lifer. Hey, buddy. You better not talk to me that way. Well, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. That is what the fine listeners of this program refer to themselves as, the low lifers. I met people this weekend. I spent a lot of time fishing this weekend, 3 days of it. Had the boys with me, Hudson and Ryder, and met a lot of low lifers out there on the Tennessee River and down at Smith Lake. And so that was awesome. It was nice meeting each and every one of y'all coming up to me at boat ramps, tackle stores. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's crazy that this little garage podcast that could, inspires people to walk up and say hi. That's awesome, man. So I appreciate each and every one of you. If you are new, welcome. If you're returning, God bless you. And even if you don't like it, even if you're just one of them that just kind of hides in the shadows, just hides out there, just has to watch, just to make sure you know what I'm doing. Welcome. You're welcome too. Everybody is welcome. Low Budget Live. Really big week for me. Without risking, sounding narcissistic on my own podcast, Luke Duncan's Low Budget Live. It's a big week. It's a big week for a lot of guys. Big week. The National Professional Fishing League kicking off. Eufaula, Alabama. You'll be listening to this on Monday. On Tuesday, I'll be in a truck rolling down there. On Wednesday, we're going to do a dress rehearsal. And on Thursday, we are bringing you live coverage of the National Professional Fishing League, their inaugural tournament. And I don't know, man. I was texting Darian earlier today, and it's like, it's here. It's real. This idea came from these guys a couple years ago. We've talked about it on here ad nauseum, but just the fact that it went from this idea to this thing, and now, we're doing it. We're doing it, man. And there's been so much hard work put in, and dedication, and burning the midnight oil. And, I can't wait to see what we put out there to the world this week in Eufaula, Alabama. The anglers are pumped. Seeing their posts has got me all fired up. The owners are pumped. There's going to be a lot of announcements down there this week, some sponsorship stuff. It's exciting, man. It's exciting to be a part of it. I can't wait to join Dudley in studio, join my man Fat Cat Newton, who's already down there just doing some work, filming some videos, and getting to know the anglers. But I'll be down there in a couple days, and I can't wait, man. Can't wait to meet everybody that I've talked to on social media. Hopefully, if you are within a drive of the area, I would say, low lifers, come out to Lake Point State Park. We'll of course, we'll be in a studio, 7 hours a day there at Lake Point, and we're not really going to do that in front of a crowd, obviously, but we will go off the air before weigh-in, similar to what, Bassmaster has done. And I would say MLF, but they don't have weigh-ins, but they do go off around the same time that we will quit broadcasting as well. But we're going to be over there, Dudley and I, but we will be at the weigh-ins every single afternoon, Thursday, Friday, Saturday this week. I'll be there. Come say hi. Come see these guys. Come support these guys as they embark on something that, there were a lot of guys that kind of turned their nose up at. Right? This inaugural bunch, man, it's something to see. There's a lot of stone cold killers in it. There's going to be a lot of bass caught. They're headed into this crazy warming trend this week. I think it has the recipe to be a really, 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 really good tournament. Of course, that's normally when tournaments get jinxed. But, you saw what they did at Red Crest. It was tough, man. They were on the heels of that nasty, nasty cold front, a lot of muddy water. The water's still dirty in a lot of areas down there from some other big rains, but now we're on a warming trend. It's going to be in the 80s down there this week. I think this tournament's going to be really, really cool to watch. And I hope that even if you can't join me, nationalprofessionalfishingleague.com. You can watch all the action. We're going to have a Twitter set up so you guys can fire me questions. You can make fun of me, shoot me your mom's basement comments, whatever. Tell me how much I suck at live programming or, any advice or what have you that you want to throw our way. Dudley and I will be reading those comments on air. It's going to be an awesome time, man. It's going to be awesome. And the only reason I'm giving you this entire rundown right now, not to sound like a company man, but I made a post this week and I got so many freaking questions about where to watch, how to watch. People that didn't even realize, maybe they're new to following me or they're new to following the league, but the nationalprofessionalfishingleague.com, you're going to be able to watch on there, just like bassmaster.com, just like, MLF. We're going to be on our own website. So you watch there and keep up with everything. They're going to do a drive-through weigh-in where the guys pull their rigs through. It's going to be a cool deal. It's a good deal for the anglers. It's a good deal for, their sponsors. It's a good deal for the fans, in my opinion. So more fishing to watch. Of course, you've got the Smith Lake FLW at the same time this week. I don't think they go with their live coverage like Saturday, Sunday. So here's the deal. Give us Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Give Boyd and them Sunday. Or keep both of them up, man. Keep both of them up. Now, I think it's going to be interesting to watch, especially coming down to Saturday. We're going to do some different things with coverage. And I don't know, man. I'm pumped. Obviously, I'm rambling. But I just want to thank all of you that suggested, to the NPFL that I should be a dude that they hire, to do this. And it made this a reality. It's something that, 8-10 months ago was not even on my radar. And now it's a very, 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 very big part of my life. And I can't wait to bring my own style to live tournament bass fishing, man. So can't wait. Absolutely can't wait. But tune in. Make sure you tune in and give me a hard time there. All right. Got to say a huge thank you to our sponsors, as always. The fine folks. I got a picture from these guys yesterday. The fine folks at StarTron. Greg Dornow, the illustrious man himself, the captain, sends me a picture of about a 7 or 8 pounder from freaking Lake Kissimmee yesterday. He's like, hey, you suck. Sends it to me. And just out there, just StarTroning around, having a big time. StarTron kicking ethanol in the teeth in your weed eater, in your chainsaw. I've had to use it in a freaking leaf blower this week. I'm over it. Been doing some home maintenance bullcrap. Nobody wants to do that. First couple pretty days you're out here with a leaf blower, But I did say I went fishing like 3 days in a row, so it was worth it. As Darian says, it was worth it. StarTron, all you need is a little dab will do you from this bottle right here. This big old bottle right here treats 256 gallons of fuel. Nothing ruins a good day on the water like an outboard engine that won't run. So don't let ethanol just mess you up. Kick it in the teeth with some StarTron. Fine folks at Sims Fishing Products bringing you this, man. I've been getting to wear some Sims gear out there on the water this week. Cannot beat it. Got that Pro Dry rain suit. Been wearing it to keep warm because our weather is bipolar right now. Been wearing it in the mornings and you have to shed it, doing the dance. Just I think Gerald Swindle said it best. It's like stripper practice. You're in and out, in and out, in and out. So been wearing that this week on the water, catching them smallmouth, but having a big old time. And I'm here to remind all of you low-lifers, you get one life. Fish it well. Pro Guide batteries. We got to thank the fine folks from Pro Guide Batteries. And I got to tell you, I got to give you a quick testimonial. And this will be a twofold thing. Be a twofold thing here. Running their AGM batteries right now, and I've been fishing in the current on Pickwick Lake 2 of the last 3 days. And for those of you that don't fish current like that, you might not understand, but it's rolling right now. We got the spill gates open, floodgates, and it's just absolutely just ripping. And I have been cranking, going against the current. Taking my Express is obviously it's a benefit of that Express that it's lighter, but between it, the Force trolling motor by Garmin runs wide open. I mean, like 3 miles an hour. It's insane, but I can actually go against this current. I've never been able to do that in my life, but I have stood on these freaking batteries for the last 2 out of 3 days, and I've been blown away. Like it's crazy. And I know it's a combination of a lot of things, but they're really good batteries. The boat combo really helps, but Pro Guide batteries, use code LBL10 on the Pro Guide website, and you can get you a break on those batteries. They got big things coming that we're going to talk about very, very soon. And last but certainly not least, we got to thank the people that make the traveling circus able to get out on the water, and that's the fine folks at Express Boats, Hot Springs, Arkansas, that X21 Pro. That's a head turner, man. That's all I can say about it's a head turner. I've never had a bass boat that people care about this much. Like, everywhere you pull in, man, people want to talk about that boat. People want to talk about the sea. How big's that thing, man? How fast is that thing? I've never answered more questions. My boys even said that today. They're like, holy cow, Dad. Everybody wants to know about that Express. So I can tell you, I've fished about 6 or 7 days out of it now. Tons of different conditions, and I just fall more in love with it every single time I go. And it's funny, Hudson Lee, who you guys have met, HLD, my 13-year-old, he said today, he's like, he's digging around in there. We were fishing a little bit, and he's like, Dad, this is my favorite boat that I've ever been in. And that comes from a spoiled kid, right? Like, he's spent his life in glorious bass boats. His dad is fortunate enough to trade every single year, and he grew up in a Ranger fiberglass boat. He's like, Dad, this is my favorite boat. This thing's awesome. This thing's fast. This thing's cool. The sea, he loves the flooring deck, but him and Ryder both, they love it, man. And I can't tell you how pumped I am over how it's performing and everything. So I want to thank those guys, as I do every week, but thank the folks from Express, that X21. I am absolutely loving it. And I can tell you right now, even if you're not in the market for that X21, go check out some of the other models, because the craftsmanship on these boats, it's really blowing my mind, man. And I text Mr. Rory Herndon, the El Presidente at Express this week, and I just said, dude, I just got to tell you, like, no sales pitch, whatever. Like, this is my favorite boat that I've ever been in, and it's got so many freaking advantages, man, and you don't have the disadvantages that people think you do. Oh, you're going 10 rig? You going fishing shallow, John Cox? No, I'm going to put that 96-inch beam, that 21-foot boat, out in 30 feet of water, in rough water, if I want to. I'm going to run it 70 miles an hour, and then I can go beat the bank as well. Like, it's so freaking versatile. It's a freaking barge. But been fishing, me and 2 of my boys out of it all weekend, and it's just like, it's just so much freaking room. But got to thank the fine folks at Express, and tell them I'm sorry for not having the banner hung up, because it's there. It is there. All right. So got a good guest today that we're going to jump on. He just texted me, actually. He just texted me right now. Hang on a second. I'm going to have to stall. Got a good guest. He was supposed to come on right now, but we'll get him here in a minute, even if we got to start this process over. But a big week in bass fishing. Got to say a huge congratulations to Keith Tuma. It's not a Tuma. You know Mercer's going to say that, dude. You know that's coming. Classic stage, Keith. You going to roll up. You going to roll up and Keith is not a tumor. You know Mercer will not give me credit for that, but you know he's going there. That is where he's going to go, dude. That is Dave 1 million freaking percent, man. 1 million percent. That is David. That is David. So he came back. Keith came back from 10th place, dude. 26 freaking pounds at the Harris chain. And, man, those opens, dude, 220 whatever boats. Impressive. But on a lake like Harris, the Harris chain, super crowded. You see the galleries on bassmaster.com, just insanity, man. People on top of each other. And I fished Harris 3 times, I guess, 2 times on the FLW tour. And it's chaos, pure chaos. It's the only way you can describe Harris chain. Fish is really small most of the time. And it's awesome fishery. I love it. But 220 boats is a lot of boats there. And so to kind of weed your way through, make it through, to get to that top 10 is huge. And then to come from 10th that last day, the guys ahead of him struggled. But Keith Tuma is going to the Classic. Of course, you got Mr. Porosnik slid in there, who's trying to slide back to those Elite Series. He made that top 10. Patrick Walters, who, I don't know, dude. I don't. Somebody's going to have to Nancy Kerrigan for all my old people like me. Somebody's going to have to take out Patrick Walters if y'all want him out of the standings, because this man cannot be held down. So impressive, man, that he just always seems to rise to the top, especially in those big opens fields, because you've got great fishermen. I was talking to Sam George, my little buddy Sammy, who finished 12th down there. And like Sam said, dude, you could slip a little bit and finish 100th and still beat like 120 people. Those fields are huge, man. Finish middle of the pack and still not get a check, obviously. And just, I don't know. It's very easy. So to see, Patrick's very consistent in those opens. It's been impressive to see. But he's just on fire, man. But to me, the one person that's on fire the most in bass fishing right now, though, and I'm gonna call it right now. And y'all may all say that's really obvious, Greg Hackney's going to win Angler of the Year in the Elite Series. I want this on record, me saying that, because holy crap. He went down to the freaking Open at the Harris chain and finished 13th, right outside the top 10 cut. And the man is possessed right now. And it's not like he's never had a good year, So I think when a guy like that feels it, the rest of the field should really, really, really be worried. Really be worried. So I'm calling it right now. March 8th, Hackney wins AOI by a landslide. Just has that feel to it right now. I don't know. Lots can change, but hedging my bets on the Hack Attack to win Elite Series Angler of the Year. So I've got a guest coming on, just a phone call, and I had this all set up. Y'all know how I like to do it. When I do a phone call, I like to do it, organically and as we go. But here's what I'm going to do. Because this is a little different. I want to pause for station identification. Y'all won't even know that. Y'all won't even know it. I'm going to shut her down and start right back up. But I'm going to go ahead and intro him. My guest today is one of the most consistent bass pros out there, who's just in his 6th season as a professional. He has 3 professional wins. He has 19 top 10s in his very young career. He's won over $500,000. He's one of the most outspoken bass pros on social media. He is a guy that lives life large and to the fullest. He's coming off of a top 5 finish at the BPT Red Crest, and we got him today, Mr. Zach Birge. All right, here we go. Calling the man, the myth, the legend right here. We had to pause it for a bit.
Hello.
Now we got him, Zach Birge. What's up, brother?
What's happening?
I mean, it ain't nothing like a damn podcast to bother you when you're trying to get ready to go win $100 grand.
Oh, I know. Right when I sat down to eat a steak.
Yeah. Where are you? Are you in Jasper, Alabama, eating a steak?
I am in Coleman, Alabama.
Okay. So, dude, you got a little bit of history at Smith Lake, just a little bit. You tend to always figure something out there. I feel like every time you go, that's a little different than the rest of the crew.
Yeah, I just try to do things a little bit different, regardless where we go.
Yeah.
Sometimes that works out for me, sometimes it doesn't, but it tends to work more than it doesn't.
So is that just a deal like fitting your style when you say you're trying to be different? I mean, obviously, dude, you're a shallow water guy. I feel like I think that's fair to say. I feel like you're really good at covering water, but finding those different things like last year at Heavy Hitters, you're freaking at Disney World catching them basically at Kissimmee.
Yeah.
But I remember you going strictly after largemouth at Smith. Like 2 times we were down there and just really, really knocking it out of the park.
Yeah, and I did good both times when I fished for largemouth, and I kind of fished that way because my rookie season on tour was kind of the same deal. I fished the way I like to fish, and I did pretty good. The second year, I made some friends, started listening to Doc talk, started trying to fish what the deal was supposed to be at that place. You know what I'm saying? And then my finishes started going downhill. So about 2 tournaments in my third season, I realized that I just need to fish the way I like to fish and quit worrying about what everybody else is doing. And that's when I turned things back around for good. So now, and that's part of learning, that's just stuff we have to do.
Absolutely, dude. You gotta figure it out. And I think that second year on tour is always rough for everybody for whatever reason. I don't know if it's I think you do outthink yourself. You know what I mean? I think when you come in, you were right out of college, you win the Costa Championship, you're on fire, and it's like then you just keep that rolling into the tour, and then you start, like you're saying, you're listening to crap, you're listening to people. And look, dude, the crew you run around with, y'all some social butterflies, man. Y'all have some throwdowns. Everybody's probably sharing some information around about like, hey, yeah, this is what's going down. So I could see where it would get confusing, because all those dudes are freaking hammers that you always ran around with. They're all fish catchers, so it could definitely throw you for a damn loop.
Yeah, absolutely. And everybody, we all want to catch them, so we all communicate a little bit.
Yeah.
And the thing is, one of us is a lot better at something else than the other one is. So, that's why I always just kind of go back to just do my thing, fish the way I like to fish. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we'll go to the next one.
Now, how does that work? So now that you're back fishing tour tournaments, pro circuit tournaments with MLF owning those guys, and you had left that. You were gone MLF, BPT, and now this opportunity's opened back up. Now you're back, and you guys at BPT have a no info rule, so you can't talk to your roommates. Do you find yourself, do you kind of keep to yourself and the pro circuit now more than you used to, or how does that work for you?
Man, I'm going to be straight up with you. It's confusing as hell going back and forth between the two. It drives me crazy.
Absolutely.
And I stay so paranoid going back and forth. But the thing is, like I keep my normal, 2 or 3 guys that
your circle
I run around with here on the pro circuit. I don't talk any more than that. I'm not going to lie to somebody, so if they ask me, I'm going to be straight with them. But I try not to veer off the Bass Pro Tour kind of theme because it worries me.
Yeah, I can imagine, dude. It's a lot.
I don't want to get off and, start doing things like we used to, and all of a sudden I forget about something, or I say something or ask somebody something by accident, and here I am getting myself in trouble, just by total accident. Yeah,
you roll up at Rayburn after this Smith tournament and you ask somebody, hey, dude, you got any, what spinnerbait you been catching? You're like, oh, wait a second. Because, dude, that's the weirdest rule for me. I will say that with BPT. for that no info. And I get it, but at the same time, dude, we're fishermen. That's part for me. That's part of the fun is like sitting around with my buddies at night and talking crap about what's going on and all that. And it is that would be a very tricky one to navigate, in my opinion. And how y'all do it, I never know. I don't know how you do it.
It's hard, man, and it like I said, it drives me crazy because I like sitting around and bullshit with my friends.
Yeah, absolutely,
and having a good time. That's part of it, and I get the point of, keeping it as even keeled as possible, but at the same time, you're taking a lot of fun out of it, and it is what it is. I like to sit around and bullshit with my buddies in the evening, but.
Well, no doubt. But now you're a dude that's got, and this is something I wanted to ask you about. You're a dude that's got a lot more going on than bass fishing, though. Your life is like I called my YouTube channel The Traveling Circus, and I think you should have took that because you go on some damn adventures, son. You are coast to coast, all over, shooting everything that moves. I told you that one time at a tournament. I said, dude, do you just kill everything? You kill everything. You a killer. You a damn killer. You rolling up on nutria rats with T-Roy down in the swamp, blowing their heads off. You killing ducks in Kansas. You out on the damn West Coast killing some kind of duck. I don't even know what the hell they are. Y'all out there driving all the way out there. You even took Nathan Martin with you. God help you. And but dude, you've got these exploits like. But then when I meet, like, you're this larger than life dude. I've always said this about you. You're this larger than life dude. But I think a lot of people are taken back when they meet you because you're quiet. You do keep to yourself unless you're kind of in your tight circle. Is that a fair thing to say?
Yeah, that's pretty much pretty accurate. I mean, if it's got a heartbeat and it's in season, I'm going to chase it and try to shoot it. And
if it's got a heartbeat. I love that.
When I first started fishing, a lot of people thought I was, they kind of thought I was an asshole because I was, but they didn't know me. I'm just quiet. I just kind of hang out. I like to listen to people talk and watch people talk more than I like to talk.
You're a poker player, man. You take it all in. You're definitely that dude. And my problem has always been I run my mouth too much. I kind of outkick my coverage sometimes with my mouth, but it's all good. It's paying the bills. It's fine.
Right.
But yeah, dude, I think people they didn't know how to take you when you first came around for sure. And I got to know you. And you and your wife and you guys were just some of my favorite folks on tour, man. I hated when you left to go chase the BPT for sure, man. It was you were a loss to the FLW. Now you're back. Was it weird for you going back to that when everything shook up and 2020 just was what it was? None of us knew which end was up, and they're like, "Hey guys, y'all can go do this." Was that something that you were like? Were you on the fence about it because that was something you'd kind of done and moved on from? Or was it like, hey, I'm going to support this because this is the league I'm a part of. They bought my old stomping grounds and now I'm going to go back and revisit it. Like, how did you look at that?
Well, for me, getting started, it was, I got invited to the selects a couple years before that. I really enjoyed the format and I was doing
catching
pretty dang good.
Yeah, I was going to say catching them. Yeah.
So when I got the invite, I was thinking, damn, this is a good chance. I have a lot of fun fishing that format. It suits my style good. I figured I could do, real well, and I've done good. But at the same time, as soon as I left, I was thinking, man, this ain't easy.
Yeah.
And I kind of missed the 5-fish format a little bit. So when we got the opportunity to fish both, I jumped all over it. And now we're fixing to fish our second event, and I'm back kind of having fun with my boys and hanging out in the evenings, bullshitting.
Yeah, and fishing for $100,000, you got more opportunities to win $10,000 than you would if y'all didn't have this chance. And it's giving you an opportunity to do this new Birged series, which I think is freaking awesome, man. I think it's going to give people, and I apologize, I haven't got to see the first one yet from Okeechobee. But just the trailer, everything, I mean, it looks freaking awesome, man. Tell us about that. Like, that's just kind of the behind the scenes of Zack Birge, you, your wife, and that baby girl.
Yeah. And it's we kind of started some stuff with our hunting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Through
killer videos
on YouTube. Just trying to do some cool stuff. I wanted to show people more of just us being who we are and hanging out, having a good time like you do with your show. And I didn't want anything to be staged. I didn't want anything to be edited or cut off. I want it to be real life. Absolutely. And that's the way that is. And when I got the opportunity to do this with the pro circuit, my cameraman, he was all about it. So we decided we'd just roll with it and kind of showcase our fishing side of things. And we're going to try to do the same thing with it. Showcase these tournaments and how I live my life and my wife and little girl. And
now, are y'all expecting again? Did I read that somewhere? Yeah. Congratulations, man. I thought I read that. That's, dude, what are you going to do with two of them pretty little girls asking you, or do y'all know what you're having yet?
We don't know yet.
Don't know yet. Okay. Dude, you're going to be like, because you're a tough guy, right? Like you said, anything with a heartbeat's going down. But do you get two of them little girls, you're already in trouble with one because I keep up. Like I'm watching, you in trouble. She's a daddy's girl. I see her at the weigh-in. She's all about dad. But you get two of them, boy. You don't even know what you're in for.
Yeah, I know it. I can already see my future. When she gets a little older, I'm probably going to get myself into some trouble.
Bubba.
Unintentionally.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're like me in that. I've got my stepdaughter's 19, and son, I run them off. I steady run them off around here, and I don't like any of it. And I speak my mind to them, and there's been a lot of them that don't come back. I'm just like, hey, it is what it is, man. You can either listen to what I got to say or roll on down the road to the next house.
That's right.
Chase another doe, son.
With them too.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely, man. Dude, I want to ask you this, and I think you're going to be like, damn, this is a random question. And it probably is, but what is your deal? And dude, just because I'm not this guy, and I'm envious of guys like you, you have the cleanest vehicles I've ever seen. And I'm not just talking about the wheels and lifts and all that. Dude, they're spotless. Like, how much time do you spend on the road? I know it's a goofy question, but dude, it's mind-blowing to me because I'm a slob. I roll up at the tournament. I got my shit's muddy. I've curved my damn tires at a Chick-fil-A drive-thru trying to get me some nuggets or whatever. And then I go plug my battery charger in. I get up and go fishing the next morning. Dude, when do you take the time to do that?
Man, it's hard.
Dude, it's got to be.
Like right now, I've been gone from the house for 8 weeks.
Golly.
I have not had a water hose where I could wash my stuff, so I've been hitting car washes here and there.
Jeez.
It takes me a while to wipe them down, clean them up, but I just got here to Smith, and as soon as I got here, I backed in, pulled my bags out of the back, and I came right back outside and wiped my whole truck and boat down.
And y'all listening to this, if y'all follow Zach, and I know a ton of you do, and if you're not following Zach, be sure you are on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, and follow the Foul Militia page as well. But dude, I'm talking about like a mirror. See your reflection in this wrap truck, and I do think it is the cleanest rig on tour every single year. You always have the best wraps, everything looks good. But dude, it's just like it gives me anxiety because I'm such a slob. I'm like, damn, I could never keep my shit that clean.
It's hard. Like, I just washed my stuff like 2 days ago, and I was staying 4 hours from Smith Lake. Drove up this morning, everything was still clean. Somehow between there and here, 4 hours, I felt like my stuff was dirty, so I wiped the whole rig down. But at the same time, like when I go out tournament morning or our day off, I'll clean my stuff up, wipe the boat down, vacuum it up. I don't know what it is, but I just feel better and feel like I fish better having a cleaned up, organized rig.
I get it, man, because I think on those coming out of like bad practices or whatever, if I wouldn't straighten my boat up, I think it led into the tournament. You know what I mean? That mindset. I think if you're like have a good practice, you get your stuff clean, organized, you know where everything's at, I think you're better off, man. I think that's the deal. Well, dude, so something I've always respected about you more than anything is regardless what's going on in the world, whether it's politics, whatever, nobody ever has to wonder. You're like me. You and I are a lot alike. You don't have to wonder what we're thinking. And I just got to ask, so you had a unique situation where the red crest got moved, and you went down there. You were down there in the ice and snow, and you posted an Instagram story, and you were like, man, this is crazy. And the roads were awful, dude. I went out to Texas later that week, and they were still bad when I went out. It's a couple days after they made this decision to come back. I mean, do you catch flack from sponsors, from MLF for voicing your opinion like that? Is that something that you get your wrists like? Because, I mean, I know I do, right? Like, I get emails weekly from people I work with, like, hey, man, maybe you shouldn't have said that. Or, hey, this is, like, but that was just raw emotion, right? That was just you going, this sucks.
Absolutely.
I mean,
I always try to keep it as straightforward as I can.
Absolutely.
I don't hide anything. I call it like I see it. And most of the people that I work with, thankfully, know that, and I think they respect that.
That's why they work with you, in my opinion.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why they work with you.
And, that being said, if you don't like what I got to say, or you don't respect my point of view, I'm not going to shadow myself or, keep what I would normally do or say different because I'm afraid of somebody.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. So I'm thankful to work with people that understand me and that they're all like-minded folks. And I was not happy about the situation we were in for Red Crest. I left a couple of days early to get to Texas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I thought was a smart thing to do, to take it easy and get out there. When I got out there, waited around a couple of days, and then at the very last possible second, they moved us back to Eufaula. And I wasn't mad about going to Eufaula. I love Eufaula. Wasn't about the venue. Wasn't about driving back halfway across the country. It was the fact that it was a decision made at the very last second.
Yes.
And, I just personally, that didn't sit well with me. And I'm sure I've caught some flack from a few folks with MLF about it. But, at the end of the day, we still had a good event, still had, a good time and made some good money. But I would have thought that the situation at hand with the way Texans were in a position, it was a hard time for them.
Very hard.
Obviously, it wouldn't have looked good for us to have come into town and went ahead, pushed, and made a tournament happen.
Absolutely.
That wouldn't have looked good. But they could have made a decision earlier.
Or delayed it a few days or whatever. Yeah, delayed a few days or whatever, for sure.
Well, here's another thing that irritated me. We got a makeup week.
Yeah, okay.
And I asked about it, and it's for a Bass Pro Tour event, makeup week. But here's the thing. This is a Red Crest Championship.
Yeah.
It's as equal as important for TV and for the people fishing it. It's just as big of an event, if not bigger than a normal event.
Absolutely.
Why could we not just put everything on hold, use that week? Because what other circumstances are we going to face throughout the rest of the year that could possibly be worse than what we faced leading into Palestine?
There's nothing that I could ever wrap my head around. I mean, that's cataclysmic as it gets right there. What y'all are facing, dude. My question is this though, dude. How do you? Because I'm a head case, obviously, but dude, you went from Instagram story like, I might not even make it, but then you got back on the road and you updated everybody. Hey, I'm on the road now, but you only have 1 day of practice, and then, dude, with an hour to go, and this is all I got to watch of because I've been going out in Texas breaking lake records and shit. It was cool. I was out in West Texas, but I didn't get to watch. Didn't have a service, man. I didn't get to watch a lot that week, but I did. I was home on that final day, and dude, with an hour to go, you're leading the thing. So you go from, hey, I'm not happy about this decision. Hey, I'm not sure what's going on, if I'm even going to make it, to a damn chance to win $300,000, dude. Like, mentally, how do you get through that? Like, how do you get over the pissed off or the shock or whatever and turn it into a freaking week where you throw in a mega spinnerbait and damn almost win, dude?
I'm just a very on the fly kind of person. So at the moment, I was pissed that we had to move and go drive all the way back through that crappy weather to get to Eufaula. But once I got there and got my shit cleaned up, I never really even thought about it again.
Yeah,
you know, it's
you're
just
over
I was thinking about the next hour ahead of me. What am I going to do? Where am I going? You know, how am I going to figure out practice? And then when I started the tournament, I started doing something the first hour that I didn't even do again the whole rest of the tournament. It just kind of
unreal.
I'm like, the next 30 minutes in front of me is really the only thing I'm worried about.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I thought that was, to me, it was, and hats off to Connell for winning and all and everything. But like, to me, your story just leading up to it and everything, and they've only had 2 of those Red Crests, and you've been in contention for freaking both of them. Now you're like Mr. Red Crest, and I don't know, dude. Like I flipped it on because somebody made a post like Birge is leading, and I clicked. I'm like, damn, he's gonna. And then freaking DC literally took the lead right when I turned it on, and I'm like, damn it. Yeah. And I was pumped for Dustin. I like Dustin, but I was like, dude, Birge is, because it was just, to me, it was just that story of frustration and all. I know how hard you freaking work at all this shit, dude, and to see that you had a chance at 300K. But like I said, you won some money, and it ain't gonna be your last rodeo. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, it was definitely a week of highs and lows. You know, I finished 4th there. Finished 4th the year before the first one, so you just call me, I guess, Mr. 4th place.
Aaron Martins was Mr. Second, but you're Mr. 4th. So you the damn Mr. 4th place. Well, dude, can you guys, through these pro circuit terms, can y'all can make it this year? Everything, like you can win AOI, right? Like everything is all together. So you can go to the title championship and then obviously qualify for Red Crest as well. So you could make 2 championships by fishing both deals. Okay. I was confused on that. So I think a lot of people were that. So you BPT guys can actually qualify this year, and well, like we saw Skeet win out the first one, so obviously he's leading the points. But all right, well, dude, give me your pick. Where are you going to be at Smith? You've not been on the water yet, but you've been driving around. You've been looking. I was down there a couple days ago, and I'm like, what are you thinking? Are we going to see another Birge-esque finish like from back in, say, 2015 down there?
15.
Yeah. Are we going to see another Birge run like that? What are you thinking this week?
I don't know. I'm going to try to keep both things honest as far as spots and largemouth, and just kind of let them tell me what's going to happen tomorrow in practice. And I would love for it to be like it was my first year of being here. I screwed up so bad that tournament that last day, but rookie mistake, right?
Yeah, that's right. It happens, dude. You had that one by the balls, though.
No doubt.
You did.
I still kick myself.
Yeah, that was one of those. It was like, okay, this boy's for real, and he's here to stay, guys. I remember after the first 2 days of that one, I was like, oh boy.
And I finished like 7th.
Yeah, I remember, man. But it was just, it was definitely yours to give away. Well, dude, look, I know you got a lot going on, man. I appreciate you so much coming on. I've been meaning to have you on forever, and timing is everything. It was perfect with Red Crest and all. I wanted to get you on and congratulate you on that. Congratulate you on this new baby coming. And, dude, go kick some ass this week for Birged so we can watch it.
That's right. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, dude. Talk to you soon. Zach Birge. That's a good one right there. It's a good one. He's straight up. You don't ever have to wonder about what he's thinking. Like I said, he's his own man, and I like that. I like Zack Birge, and I want to thank him for coming on again. It's good that even different appearance. And Zach and I have had very, very heated discussions at times about BPT and MLF, but I really appreciate him coming on and giving me some time this afternoon while he's trying to get ready to go out there at Smith Lake and win him 100 freaking K. Thank y'all. I want to thank y'all. Show Up, Shut Up came out this Saturday. A lot of y'all showed up to watch that, and I appreciate it. Make sure to go watch that, Me versus Stupid Darren. If you haven't seen it, episode 2 will be out this week, the second round from down in Texas, and then following that, we will have the Lake Record videos and all the OHIV craziness. I'll have that edited and put out there for y'all. Make sure that you are subscribed to the Luke Duncan's Traveling Circus YouTube channel. If you like this at all, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the videos. Make sure you comment. if you're watching on YouTube, if you're on iTunes, don't do anything. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep sending me Instagram, Facebook messages. I stay way, 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 way behind. If I don't get to your message, I apologize. I try to get caught up, but between YouTube comments, Facebook stuff, man, it's a lot to keep up with, and I'm grateful that it's a lot to keep up with. But just thank y'all so much, man. Thank y'all every single week. I say that, and I know that you're like, you're a broken record, man, but I just have to say it. I love doing this. I love my life in this fishing world, and I love that low-lifers like y'all show up each and every stinking week with me to check out what's going on and, have so many kind words and encouraging things all the time, and watching all these crazy fishing videos I throw out there. I appreciate it. Appreciate each and every one of you. NPFL Live this Thursday. Let's do this. Show up, low-lifers. Come watch us. Come give us a hard time. Come hang out with us. Come watch these NPFL guys put it all on the line to win $50K in that badass trophy. We'll take you out with some Biloxi Blues. Be sure to hug your mama and your daddy. And I will see y'all Wednesday on LD and the MC. I'm going to see you Thursday on NPFL Live. And if I don't see any of them places, shame on you. I'll see you next week for some more Low Budget Live. Thank y'all.
Spanish moss and Civil War ghosts, well, I'm gonna leave them in the past. Any direction, Lord, I'll be fine. It don't matter east or west, north, south, wherever the wind blows, I'm leaving those burdens at rest. This highway, it does not know my name, and I don't care, no, I don't care. Heading my way for another place, and I got 3 good tires and a spare. Just a white line gypsy getting out of Mississippi with just enough gas to get there.